Hey, 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 everyone. Long time no see. Heather Lynn here, back with my daily vibes with Heather Lynn. So, today we're just going to dive right into the Gene Keys. And the book is Embracing Your Higher Purpose by Richard Rudd. I just want to say this book is absolutely amazing. If you are going through anything, you're trying to work through karma and trying to um, utilize your Dharma, which is your life's purpose, and it basically shows you how to work through the lower vibrational frequencies that we are all programmed to. Some crazy rad stuff. And recently, I figured out how to map my own gene keys. And let me be very, very honest. It actually has made me realize a bunch of things. The first thing is that whew, everything that I've experienced up until this part of my life has been a part of my shadow frequency. And I'm going to be the first to admit that, I try to be high vibe as I can be. And as I'm going through my own personal awakening, I'm learning so much about myself and why I love to teach and why I feel so good when I am giving of myself, my talents, my gifts. And it just reminded me of patience has definitely been a virtue. And I pretty much in my 20s was guided in meditation that I needed to be more patient and that patience is a virtue, and I really didn't understand it. And as I was going through how to activate my own higher purpose, because that's what I am trying to do, is live in my highest evolvement of my own soul's evolution and be able to help others find their grace, their fluorescence, their magnetism, and regain their power. So, on my journey as an integrative shadow coach, because yes, I am a business coach, I'm a cash flow and confidence coach, which joined me November 7th for Awaken into Biz. I have recreated my new program. So join me for this 5-day event. I'm super excited. Yes, you're going to see Heather and her business set up, and I'm not going to be, talking about how to find yourself so that you can grow your business. I want to be teaching you actual, real, tangible life skills that you can take to start your own business. But for today's lesson, we're going to just dive right into why we're here today. So, the Gene Keys is number one. And what it does is it helps you awaken to your higher purpose. It basically shows you what buttons are being pushed in your life, what lessons you are to learn, and how to overcome them so that you can live in your highest, in your highest light, in your highest vibe. Let's be honest, because we all want to vibrate and attract, you know, things that we want. For me, I just want to attract a healthy, wealthy, vibrant style. And that doesn't mean I need to go make 100 gazillion dollars. I've been on that spectrum where you become overwhelmed with the, idea that you create and it goes from here to there, you know. I get that, and for me and my new adventures, I'm like, okay, we're doing a little bit different approach because we understand foundational growth and then basically gradual growth, which is sustainability, right? And I learned that through my insurance venture. Not following your passion is not sustainable, guys. So, yes, I don't teach individuals how to build money making businesses just for making money. Can you make money? Yep. The business model is designed to sit there and help individuals make seven, figures. Okay. And it supports all of that. However, we're building passion based businesses because that is a business based from our heart. And the reason why we have to create from our heart is because if we skip our heart and go up and out, the foundation will crumble. I know, been there and done that. Another time, another day. Okay, so let's just dive right in. I'm really excited to discuss that we're now in Scorpio season. Yes, and the full moon's on the 25th, which is tomorrow. So you guys could be feeling the energy of the full moon. And it's actually a partial eclipse as well. So, what does Scorpio season bring? Well, let's be honest. Scorpios are a water sign, which means that they um, work with their emotional body. Okay. They pretty much, the energy will bring up all the feels inside good, bad, ugly, great, all of it. All of it. Um, Pretty much the season usually brings the return of wisdom to our bodies. We focus on the emotions that are waiting to be acknowledged, right? We've repressed them for long enough. It is time to release the emotions. And what a better way to do a release ceremony than tomorrow. So if you have something that you need to release, my favorite way to do it is a fire ceremony. What you do is you jot down everything that you're feeling inside that is indifferent to your soul. You torch it and you watch it go away, and you let God, universe, energy, whatever you believe in, take it and carry it away and let it go. And let's be honest, for women, if you're on your moon cycle, this is really magnetized. And, you're getting, let's be honest, you're capable of, a double release because of your moon cycle and your ability to be able to do certain practices that will help you release anything that has not served you over the past 30 days. Okay, let's be honest, we go from full moon to full moon. And eclipses, this is going to be the energy for the next 6 months. All right, guys. So anything that you need to release that has been either haunting you for the past 6 months since the last eclipse, okay, or anything that you want to release and to transform over the next 6 months, this is going to be the time and the energy to do it. Okay, because Scorpio season is about getting all the emotional, um, resistance out. Okay, and it allows us to go into a deep state of surrender and trust in what we can't control. Because I'm was not anymore. I was a victim of being a control freak. Who would have thought the Virgo was a control freak? Yes, very organized, detail oriented. Everything had to be my way, or my emotions used to be turned upside down. I come to find out that it comes with a part of my soul purpose called frustration. And that when I am acting in my shadow side, I will start becoming frustrated in all of the multiple tasks that I find myself in because I'm a generator. I'm a generator of light. I'm my life's purpose and my Dharma, the way that I transmute my karma and my service to others is by helping you guys through knowledge that I'm learning, and let's be honest, I'm constantly finding and seeking new ways to improve myself. And the gene keys, man, the activation, I was reading it today and it almost had me in tears, the emotional body, because it's Scorpio season, and it just allowed me to reflect on a lot of myself. And it allowed me actually to provide forgiveness to that old Heather, because I was really, really, really hard on her. Yep. So, healing. Since we're in Scorpio season, the stone you want to use during your release is the imperial topaz or the yellow topaz. And I'll let you guys chime in on that. And for my cards, these are because of course we're going to do our oracle, the Precious Gems Oracle by Maxine Gadd. And it is number 16. So look up number 16. And this stone represents, or it encourages nobility, generosity, and responsibility. And it is our responsibility to continue to grow our soul, to find new ways to evolve, and to activate new experiences in life. There's always a season for a reason. Like right now, Scorpio season, we're going to start taking a look outside. You take a look at, in the US, it is fall, meaning that you're starting to see the trees start to decay, fall off. And that also symbolizes Scorpio, which is death and rebirth. So the imperial topaz, it says, small acts of thoughtfulness and kindness make a big difference to another's happiness. Giving for the pleasure of giving. Giving or an expression of joy returns life to a project or a relationship. Be generous with your praise and appreciation of others. It's reminding us to be respectful of everyone's journey. And that's kind of, I guess, one of the things that I'm guilty of when I'm out of alignment or not in my highest self. I can't create for my business. I start lacking in how I show up for myself. And, I was reading, it is a part of who I am, supposed to overcome and transcend so that I never experience those woes again. And it's some really crazy stuff with this book, we'll tell you. Okay, so some affirmations to use for this month is I am abundant. Let's repeat that. I am abundant. I am generous. I am generous. My dreams and desires manifest into physical reality. My dreams and desires manifest into physical reality, which goes hand in hand with the Gene Key book, which helps you guide yourself onto embracing your life's purpose. What are you here to do? What is your, how are you showing up? Are you showing up in your highest expression, or are you showing up in your shadow expression? And guys, it's okay if you're showing up in your shadow, because you know what? I did for a lot of years, and I had ridiculed that, Heather, like you should have known better. No, you don't know until you know. And as I'm reading these activating sequences, now that I have a tool and a resource to be able to acknowledge when I'm in my lower frequencies, I now can stop and say, whoa, I can allow this continue and allow the pesky roommate that we discussed last week, all up in my head and all up in my business, making decisions for me, raising hell, raising havoc. And actually, if you guys watch the Midnight, it's on Netflix, the Midnight Terrors or something like that, there's a story where a girl winds up meeting the devil, and she faces herself, and her good self, was basically doing everything that she was supposed to, and then her double was leading a life of being just a rebel, just trying everything. Let's be honest, having no restraints, no discipline, no self-control ultimately led into addiction. So what would happen is, Number two would be high in addiction. And then number one would feel every emotion and expression because they are one. They're one soul. They were just split by the soul and made two so that they were able to mirror each other. Well, one of them was doing heroin, was a junkie, and the other one wound up was doing ballet and cracked her ankle. And let's be honest, I'm an empath. I felt that, and I'm like, ah. But anyway, it just goes to show that we have to remind ourselves that. Okay, there we go. So when we fantasize about the concept of true freedom, and in this case, true freedom was being able to do whatever they wanted, sleep with whoever they wanted, do whatever she wanted, live the high life, basically be forever 21, while the other one lived, the good life. And she was able to experience and feel these emotions as this other one was doing it. So, in a nutshell, crazy movie. Check that out. All right. So, and this Imperial Topaz will actually help you embrace your gifts, your talents, and your skills. So, as we're discussing about Awaken into Biz, my 5-day live launch that I'm going to be hosting, this would be good for practitioners, tarot readers, coaches, anyone that is wanting to start a passion based business. And if you're in an MLM and you're trying to take the tribe that you have built and you want to put a passion based business behind it, follow me, join me on the 7th, embrace your gifts, okay? Because when we're able to express authentically through our gifts, our talents, what we receive in return is far more abundant than, following the lead of others. And that's the one thing that I've come to learn, that I keep trying to go back to work because, let's be honest, guys, I'm at the lane one of both of my businesses and I'm going to school, and no excuses, no excuses. I don't mind being where I'm at, but I keep trying to fall into the 3D matrix that going and finding a job right now is going to guide me in the right direction. And, so I'll go try new things. And I'm just quickly reminded that taking that energy of feeling not worthy enough and basically transmuting it and putting it into my business, just that same energy and effort, where would I be in 3 months? Because that's the pivotal point that I'm at, because I've been in lane 4 in my insurance business, and here I'm in lane 1, like, what? And it's an experience, but it's exciting, and it reminds me I'm doing it because if I was already where I want to be, it would be no fun. It would be no fun. I would be upset, and there would be no satisfaction in it because I wouldn't get the journey and the experience of it all. So, with that said, Scorpio season, we are going to go ahead and do our breath work first. So, for the breath work sequence that we're going to do is we're going to start off with alternating nose breathing. And why do we do breath work techniques, guys? For me, as a high energy individual that uses my voice and expresses a lot of my energy outward, these breathwork techniques help me slow down and look inside. Because if I don't slow down and take a look at, every day at some point, then I wind up seeing a lot of missed opportunities because my awareness was not hyper focused on where I'm supposed to be going. Okay. So that's why meditation, breath work, and you don't get anxious. Let's be honest. I find myself, I do a lot of shallow breathing when I'm stressed. And shallow breathing, let's be honest, if you're breath deprived and you're not oxygenating your blood the way you're supposed to, and you're restricting your breath, that's going to cause effects everywhere else. Okay. And yes, I love the body and I love breath and I love the fact that if I'm in a snicker and I am madder than a red tamale, then I know that now the new Heather is not going to sit there and react and be like, I'm going to be able to sit there and take a 2 or 3 deep breaths in and be able to work through the emotions that are causing the discomfort and be able to react in a positive manner. Because believe me, when the frustrated Heather kicks in, that's when the comes out. And on my soul's evolution, excuse me, guys, be quiet. On my soul's evolution, if I react, it is immediately mirrored back to me as a consequence because I understand that I'm supposed to be um, a role model. I'm supposed to be teaching others why not to do things. And why? Because I've done it. I played with that fire and I've been burnt and I tried again and I've been burnt again. And, as I go through my soul's evolution and growth, I learn how to help others not make the same mistakes that I do by giving you breathwork techniques, by yoga sequences, by stretching, by myofascial release, by past life regression, by all of my mini courses that I create, and just by my daily vibes. There's a lot of knowledge that you can get each day just by listening to some of the things that I'm absorbing on my own journey. I didn't know all this stuff. How the hell did I know? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? The gene keys? You know what? I've had this book for over a year now. I bought it actually in December, last December, and I read it. I've listened to it. I have the Audible book, and I've read every 64 gene keyed, every gift in here, and every shadow frequency. But I had no idea how to piece it together in my own life based on my archetype and my essence of who I am. Where I was born, there was no one that was born where I was the day I was at the exact time in the exact space, unless I was a twin. And then you're still not because you're about a minute or so apart because your ass ain't plopping out at once. Boom. Side note. Side. All right. So, meaning that you carry a very similar soul essence, but there's something that differentiates you based on your time of birth, even if you're twins. Boom. Yeah. Gotta love it. DNA, man. DNA comes from all sides. All right, so first breath work we're going to do alternating breathing. And we're going to start with putting our thumb on our right nostril. And we're going to breathe in and out through our nose for 3 counts. Now, keep in mind, if you have a snot rocket, who cares? Keep breathing. Life goes on. We're going to do this for 5 counts. And if you have mucus in your nasal area, that is okay. Okay, we're going to breathe slowly through the sludge. All right, we continue to do this. That mucus should start eliminating itself if you do these practices every day. There's a reason why that mucus is there. Okay, and depending on what's going on, whether you have allergies, there are several reasons why mucus can occur. So just snot it out. Not quit it out. It's snot it out. All right, here we go. Breathing in. Breathe out through the same nostril. And then we're going to alternate. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's one. Alternate. Breathe out. Alternate. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alternate. Breathe in. Breathe out. Also, my business peeps out there, you guys want to start tapping into your wealth abundance? You heard me. You want to start tapping into your wealth abundance. Start breathing. Start breathing. Because what that does is it will take you instantly out of fear, and you can't be in fear and creativity mode at the same time. You just can't. You can't have a happy thought and a bad thought at the same time. All right, so moving on. The next breath we're going to do is the breath of fire. Why are we doing the breath of fire? Well, in the winter months, we need to remind ourselves to keep our diaphragm strong, and that we're releasing some of the heat that we're building up as well. All right, so we're trying to build up heat doing this. All right, and as we build up the heat, then our last breath work technique is designed to show us how to release that heat. All right, so what we're doing is we're building up momentum so that we start building up our breath, so we start building heat, and then we're going to bring our body back down so that we can basically stabilize our, let's be honest, make sure that we get our butts out of our sympathetic system, which is our fight or flight system. And it's going to take us, which this breath will put us into our sympathetic system because it's short, shallow breathing. But just remind yourselves as we're doing this breath work technique that you're safe and that it's a controlled environment. Okay. And then the last breath work technique that we're going to do is basically take our blood pressure and our breath levels down. And then we're going to reactivate the parasympathetic system. And then we're going to activate our rest and breath. I know that was a lot, but essentially when we're exercising, fight or flight. We got cortisol, we're trying to burn. That's all I'm saying. All right. The last breath is going to take us into Zen. All right. All right. I know I love Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I feel like Heather Lynn, the health fit metaphysical nerd queen or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yes, I'm the Punky Brewster of all modalities. I dibble dabble in this and that. I just do what works for me. Okay? What works for me might not work for you. Let's be honest. Some things I do might not work well with you. Some things that you do might not work well with me. All right, so here we go. We're going to put our hand right here on our diaphragm. And I've been fasting all day, and my stomach finally just hit the bottom. I was like, you better eat soon, girl. Whew, or drink some water. So once we're done with this breathwork technique, I'm going to grab some water real quick. So here we go. Breathing in. Breathing out. We're breathing through our nose, and then we're going to get started. Breathing in. And then we're breathing in and out through our nose. Short inhales through the nose and pretty heavy exertions on the out. That's where you get your snap racket from. So here we go. Just take a couple of seconds, allow your breathing to resume. Just take a couple of seconds just to feel into your body. See if there's any tension that you've created through this little bit of heat that we've built. And now we're going to go into activating our parasympathetic system. And this is key. If you are in fight or flight and you are, well, I'll just be honest. If you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, this is a great technique to kind of help you rebalance and focus on not what's going on out here, but focus on the interior. Now, I was trying to think of what the words were, but this is actually one of the best ways to activate your parasympathetic system. Why? Because you are shutting off a lot of your senses. You're shutting off your sight and your hearing. Okay, so 2 of your 5 senses are being blocked out. This is called the, I think it's called the skull breath, or I know they call it buzz breathing. So what we're going to do is we are going to basically put your hands out like this. You're going to put your pinky right here on your chin line. You're going to put your ring finger and your middle finger over your eyes. You're going to put your index finger right here on your cranium. And you're going to put your thumbs in your ears. Okay? And we're going to do this breath for 5 times. Now, the first breath I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate as I explain what we're doing. So as I am breathing in through my nose, I'm going to hum. Like I'm buzzing. But the best way is just that you're humming until you can no longer hum, and then you're going to breathe back in and repeat the humming breath like a buzz. Now, the one thing I noticed for my own practice is that if I buzz in a higher frequency, it tends to feel like it's more in my third eye and my ear area, like, my pineal gland. And if it's a lower vibration, it feels like it actually activates and recalibrates my throat chakra. So depending on if you want to do a high frequency, low frequency, but it's designed to activate the parasympathetic system, which is your rest, breath, regenerate, and restore response system in your body. So let's get it cracking. Here we go. Breathing in. Buzz it out. Last one. One last thing is this is designed to also activate your vagus nerve, which runs down your body like this. Yes, it has a lot of great, amazing benefits to our body. We're just too consumed into, oh, I've got to go to the gym and spend 50 hours working out and pumping my iron. Been there and done that. Don't get me wrong. I used to go to the gym, spend 2 hours there doing all that. I love the gym. No disrespect to the individuals that go to the gym. Go to the gym. My body craves exercise in various ways, but what I'm expressing is that sometimes that will always just produce the cortisol. These breath work techniques are designed to activate our rest and generate and heal system. Okay. So breathwork techniques are done. Let's go ahead and do our 2-minute Qigong, and then we're out of here because I am starving. So, Qigong. Qigong is an ancient Chinese technique. I have perfected this 2-minute technique because it is designed for on the go. On the go. It is simple. It is ridiculously, what am I trying to say? Easy to fit into your daily practice because it literally takes 2 minutes. You could sit here like this and do it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and clap our hands. First, we're going to go ahead and rub our hands together. Okay. So as we're rubbing our hands, we're going to do a little science experiment for all my lovelies who wonder why I do this. Okay. So what I want you to feel is as you're rubbing your hands and you're building friction, your hands are building up heat. Okay? Think of this heat as qi, as energy, right? Because friction creates energy. Okay? So this is what we're doing right now in our practice is we're creating a release of the friction in our body. Okay? So this is an energy release practice, all right? So Qigong is an energy release. So releasing the stored energy. Now my hands are vibrating right now. I could feel them vibrating, going like boom, just from the friction that I created in that short amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear the energy in our hands. This is designed to promote a happy, healthy, balanced body. It is designed to clear your 7 chakras plus your 1 upper and your 2 outer on each side. And what does that mean? Makes you magnetic as fuck. Sorry about the F-bomb. Not sorry. I usually don't throw them one here. But as we're trying to manifest, create new businesses, create our dreams, inspirations, desires, putting all of our gifts, talents, highest expressions out into our day-to-day life. We need to release the things that don't serve us because in any given day, you can think of all the emotions that you go through. And some of the stuff you just put on the back burner, but it's the stuff on the back burner that we're clearing out, which allows everything else to flow up and out. Open out. All right? So let's clap our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to move to our underarm, and you're going to put your hand like this if you do not need a modification. You know me. This should be, almost everyone should be able to do this with modifications. If you cannot lift your arm and you can only kind of go like this, just go like this with your other hand. You're just jamming and releasing the stored energy under your armpit crease. That is all we're doing, is getting this, smacking that out. All right, so let's go ahead and clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll do modification on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to move to our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last points we're going to clear is our feet. I'm not going to stomp too hard because I've already done yoga this morning, so I've already cleared the energy points of my feet, but I don't want my camera to shake. But we're gonna do it 18 times because that's 9 times a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I don't want to get up because my legs are a little sore from where I've been sitting here for the past 30 minutes. I will the next round though. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next time I'm getting up and doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to get up. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, guys. So, what did we learn today? Well, we learned that it's Scorpio season, and that encourages us to be noble, generous, and responsible. It also is reminding us to have a good handle on our emotional body. What is driving us? Is it our pesky roommates, or is it our higher self? Never thought about that. Angel, devil, been there, done that. I've always felt like I've had two Heathers in there, and there's a good side and there's a bad side, right? That's that shadow frequency. We're all born with it. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I am trying to help others overcome worthiness and awaken into their higher self. So I have to go through my own dark, deep, belittling beliefs so that I know how to be able to help others. So, um, you're going to be up in your fills for this Scorpio, full moon. It's time to release anything that no longer serves you. Um, it's a great time. It's just a great time to release and just set in the motions. It's not a good time to manifest because of the eclipse. So I wouldn't try to manifest anything new. And don't forget, your imperial topaz or your yellow topaz is your crystal to be working with. You guys have a blessed day. I'm off. I need to get a shower. I need to eat lunch. And my puppies are whining to get out. So I need to let them out. Guys, do not forget, guys, and I need to quit. I need to watch that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement, please. Actually, for my ladies out there, I am hosting a monthly Awaken the Divine Within monthly meetup. Yes, yes, yes. Here at my Heart Alchemy Wellness Studio. Yes, my on site studio. And I would love to invite all of my local women from Kettering, Dayton, anyone that is looking for a soul tribe of women that are actively going through their own journey of finding their higher self and trying to live in their highest essence. This is the tribe for you. Each week, we do a meditation, we journal, we have an open group discussion, and I will kick everything off and lead everyone with, you know, food, generosity, love, and, there's just so much that I have planned for this meetup. In addition, join me on November 7th for my Awaken into Biz 5-day live launch. This is my baby that I've been working on that I had to go in and revamp because when I first started this program, it was so out of alignment with who I am, what I teach. Here's the deal. You guys are still getting all the core essence of how to build your business, guys. But you guys are getting all of the knowledge that I have learned in between from my own healing journey. Yes. And I'll be honest, this insight that I'm providing to help awaken the entrepreneurs within is invaluable. And it will help with your soul's evolution and help you tap into your own essence and take your power back and create that dream business you've been trying to create, just as I have. So join me, guys. I'll see you later. Much love and light. Bye.